everybody out there, Coach Dan Long with Get Lean in 12, and I have some awesome things I want to go over about salt today. So if you're curious about salt and what's good for you and what's bad for you, you got to listen up, okay? Now, you're going to see a link up here. Don't tap that link just yet. I'm going to have something for you at the end of this video, but first I want to talk about salt. What salt is the best salt? Now, today I have two different salts here that I just wanted to kind of show you and compare. This is a sea salt, and this is a Himalayan salt. I know, it matches my shirt. Did I do that on purpose? Probably. Okay, so the Himalayan salt is awesome for you. Sea salt is awesome for you, but what about table salt, right? So minerals are absolutely vital in our diet. Okay, they have to be in our diet. Otherwise, our body is not working at optimal level and pace, correct? Our bodies can't produce all of the minerals that we need and function to be able to function properly. So how do we get those minerals into our body? We have to eat them. And so by eating minerals like salt, the correct salt, it actually gives you a ton of benefits. So let me give you some of those benefits now. Salt regulates water content in the body and brain and blood pressure, okay? Obviously, too much can cause higher blood pressure, so we have to monitor that. In particular, sodium chloride and potassium chloride is a benefit that our body needs. It also promotes healthy blood sugar levels. So if you're not getting enough salt in your diet, it's important to make sure that you're incorporating these minerals because it regulates blood sugar levels. Also, various salts are important for bone strengthening, including calcium. So, if you want strong bones, you got to make sure you're getting your right salt content. It's also necessary for muscle contraction, right? In particular, calcium. That's how the muscles contract. It's very important that you get that. Promotes nutrient absorption in the intestine. Many salt ions are cofactors that activate enzymes. These include magnesium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. All essential minerals that we need for proper body function. Salts promote transport of substrates, okay, like sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, which is important for the function of the cells in the body. Important. The minerals in our diet are essential for a variety of bodily functions. So, if you don't have any of this kind of salt, that's why I wanted to bring this up to you. This is important that you incorporate some of these salts into your diet and not just table salt, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. Table salt, man, I can't shake my head enough about table salt. Trust me, when I tell you what we have going on with table salt these days, you're not going to want to ever consume that ever again. One of the best ways to obtain these vital minerals, okay, in your diet is to eat the salt. Now, you got to eat the correct salt, right? And that's why I'm introducing these salts today. Now, refined salt you can find in the grocery store. It's pretty common. It's all over inside grocery stores. Morton's one of the biggest sellers of this type of salt. Salt in its natural form is referred to as unrefined salt. So, unrefined salt is a Himalayan salt, which is coming from a rock, and also sea salt, right? Which comes from what? The sea, correct? All right, so unrefined salt has not been altered by humans. So remember that, okay? Unrefined salt, not been altered by humans. This kind of salt contains many different minerals and elements that are essential for our bodies. For example, unrefined salt such as Himalayan salt, right? Which I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of this. So, I'm gonna pour some of this in here so you can see. It's such a beautiful salt, okay? Now, I'm gonna pour a little bit in my hand here so you can kind of see. See how coarse it is and see how the color is like a pink. It's like a pink, it's Himalayan salt, okay? It's beautiful, it tastes amazing, and it has a ton of essential minerals that you need and I need for our diet, okay? So now, Himalayan salt is over 250 million years old that has been exposed to high tectonic pressure surrounded by ice and snow high in the mountains. That's what Himalayan salt is, i.e. why the name Himalayan. When observed, okay, under a microscope, this salt has a perfect crystalline structure, which you can see, again, one more time, let me just show you here. All right, I hope you can see that. Yeah, see that? It's an amazing structure. This salt is incredible for you. It is believed to be the highest grade salt available. Now, sea salt is also unrefined and it's also amazing too, but Himalayan salt, that's why I want to bring this up. You should be consuming one of the two of these kind of salts and not table salt. And we're going to go over that in a second, okay? This salt has an unlimited shelf life and doesn't require any pouring agents. That's why it's better than table salt. Now, this is contrasted with refined salt. Now, refined salt, remember what I said, that's been touched by humans from the color to the shape to the texture. Okay, it contains 97.5% sodium. This is refined salt, with the rest being added chemicals that are inside your salts, all of which you do not want in your food. That's why you have to consume some good salts instead of those salts. Otherwise, it actually can kill us faster than an amazing Himalayan salt, okay? Now, why is salt refined anyways? Why do we even do that to such an amazing salt? Why would we even waste our time? Now, sea salt, let me show you this, by the way. Let me put some of this in here. Again, this is coarse, and you can see it's also coarse and it also has a texture. This is sea salt, okay? Sea salt is also another amazing salt, but why do we refine salt anyways? One reason, for shelf life. Just like pasteurized foods and that stay on certain shelf lives forever, and you also have foods that sit out there and they're processed and they sit there forever. It's the same thing when it goes for salt. Salt, when it's refined, is done for shelf life. Refined salt having all of its minerals removed, it's purified. It assures a long shelf life. In fact, refined salt in the grocery store will stay on the shelf forever to maximize profits. That's the only reason why salt is refined. Manufacturers believe that all white salt product will look cleaner to the consumer, which is us, and therefore increases their sales, which gives them more money. Now, I don't know about you, I don't want to give them more money so that I can die faster. So refined salt, it's bleached, and that's why it's white, okay? It's bleached in order to obtain that color. Iodine is added to refine the salt to prevent the swelling of the thyroid. But there is insufficient iodine in refined salt to prevent thyroid illnesses or to provide for the body's iodine needs. So now, if you have a choice, what are you gonna choose? I don't even have refined salt here because I don't carry that in this household. My wife and I are against it totally, and I hope you are too, because we don't want you, right, spending money on something that's not good for you. Sea salt is great, so if you have a choice, it's simple. After what I just said, it's simple to me. You have Himalayan salt and sea salt. Himalayan being, they say, the best salt on the planet, in the world, and then sea salt, also another great salt that provides up to 80 minerals, Refined salt, pretty much zero, okay? So cut clear, cut clear here, right? Himalayan salt, sea salt. You know which one that you should get. Now, just for being here, I got a link up here. Now, part of your diet is part of exercise. You need to be dieting and exercise 24/7, and you should be exercising, right, at least 12 minutes per day. And that's why I have something specific for you for being here today, because I know all the people from around the world like yourself that are watching that get this great information. You need a 12-minute bursting exercise program to go with your diet and your salt because, right, you want to live long. And if you want to live long, I have the specific thing you need right up here at this link. You can click that link. When you click that link, you're going to go to a product called the Over 40 Ab Solution. Now, my buddy Sean and I and our wives use this specific protocol. It's only 12 minutes to get the bodies that we desire, and we're all over the age of 40. As a matter of fact, Sean's wife is 57. My wife, she's turning 41, and I'm actually 44, and Sean's 47. Now, we all stay fit, and we all help tons of people around the world like yourself, and we wanted to give you this link up here that you can click now. It'll take you to the Over 40 Abs solution that you can have a proper diet and add in just 12 minutes of exercise 3 to 5 times a week, and guess what will happen? You will get the body that you desire. Now, tell me who you are, say hi, put some comments down below if you want, like, give me a heart or share. I would love to see you on the next video, and I want to thank you again for being here with me today. I am Dan Long with Get Lean in 12, and keep going strong.